Menstruation and everything linked to it is probably center stage as one issue that affects every single woman in the world. On International Women's Day, we should remember that there are 2 billion women who are of menstrual age between the ages of 12 and 50. And on any given day, so today there are more than 300 million women who are actually menstruating today. Access to commercial products is extremely limited. What girls and women do then is use whatever is possible. And this can include anything from fabric in the home. If that's not available, it sometimes even extends to really unsafe, unhygienic materials such as sand, even ash, straw and leaves. Poor hygiene and ignoring this issue has huge impacts, we know, on health, education, the GDP eventually because of lost days of productivity. 6.6 is what we've heard as an average, girls out of school or out of work. But you know what? On International Women's Day, I want to take the opportunity to remind everyone that this is a fundamental human right to live our lives with dignity and pride as women. The lack of information coupled with the stigma and the shame is leading to very poor hygiene, not enough washing, using materials way too long without changing, also because there are no spaces to change. And the result of that is really a whole string of infections. And let's not forget also the pain, which affects 81% of menstruating women globally. Everyone is taught is something shameful. You need to manage it in an invisible way. Make sure nobody else knows that you're bleeding during your menstruation, and if you do that, well then, you know, you're a woman who's able to manage her own womanly needs with dignity throughout your life.
Two examples. One of them is from UK. So we have a communication campaign going on air with 2 months.
They have to stay away from the family kitchen. They would not be able to talk to the mealman. They become supportive of their peers in class. The knowledge just keeps spreading. Go out and do great things in their lives.
Hygiene, what we find is that we have 80 to 90% of the women, 80 to 90% of the workers. They need to be preparing for the next week, they need to be taking care of their families. They're on the floor, so you can imagine the bacteria content, and they're using them essentially are actually missing up to 6 days a month of work. The implications for them as
I'm not allowed to touch the water bag, huh? पानी देते ताई? हाँ. तुळशीला वगैरे? नाही. तर काय लागेल? शाळेमध्ये तुम्हाला वाटलं की आम्हाला शाळेमध्ये नॅपकिन अवेलेबल असते पाहिजे, सायकल असते आणि 6 दिवस मासिक पाळीचे असते. तर समजा आपल्याला द्यायचं ठरवलं तर कोणचं आवडेल या 2 पैकी? हा आवडेल की हा आवडेल? आता तुम्ही मण्याची माळ केली ना, हा आवडेल ना.